We have here the brand new Giant Defy Advanced SL0 in a size medium large, weighing at 16 pounds 11 ounces, and in kilos 7.59 kilos. That is with pedals, cages, little mirror, Garmin mount, and belt. Stay tuned after the video. We have a free buy sound test on those KDX 36 wheels right there. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys the 2024 Giant Defy Advanced SL0. This bicycle goes for $12,000. It's a size medium large, and as you guys saw, it weighs right under 17 pounds, which is not bad at all for having a power meter, pedals, 2 cages, a bell, a Garmin mount with a light mount underneath there, and also a little side mirror as well. And plus, this being an endurance road bike as well, have 700 by 32C tires on there, pretty much monster truck style tires on there to be right under 17 pounds. This is the rebirth of the Defy lineup. It is a super lightweight endurance road bike that I think checks off the tick marks on a lot of people's wants and needs for a bicycle, and I think they did a really great job with it, going with just a really lightweight, good looking road bike with not a lot of things to it that's easy to work on. And they have, I mean, of course, myself as well, one of my favorite comfortable bikes of all time was a Specialized Roubaix SL4, and I slammed the stem on there. An endurance road bike is a bicycle that I think that a lot of people should be riding on, but it's just very comfortable. Shorter reach, taller head tube, you're able to ride more comfortably for longer hours, and I think they did an insanely good job on this bicycle. So in today's video, we'll go through everything this bicycle comes with, talk about, this is a customer's bike, so like obviously that tire is different, the bell on there is added, the mirrors on there added, but they did a phenomenal job with this bicycle. So starting off with what they changed on this bicycle. The new Giant Defy Advanced SL0 frame set is 785 grams, which is actually stupid lightweight. To give you guys a reference, the Specialized Tarmac SL8, which is their full race frame, is 680 grams. So for an endurance road bike, that's very comfortable. That's very, very lightweight. The bicycle can take up to a 38C tire, which is always nice for those endurance rides. So just in case you want to go a little bit wider on there, you can. You have the ability to go to like a gravel or a wider road tire on there as well. They changed the shape of the bicycle and made very, very thin seat stays on here to be way more comfortable and compliant, which is always needed. We're seeing the trend of people going to comfort over than speed, and people are realizing that if they're more comfortable on the road bike, they'll perform better, they'll be able to go longer. All the stuff I wish I could do in my bedroom, but I cannot, you can do on this road bike. They also changed up their seat post. They put on this SLR-D fused seat post. You can see it has this kind of natural curvature to this. And what this allows for the customer is to be a little bit more compliant as well. That way you're sitting not directly over on top of the seat post, you're just a little bit further back, and this is gonna add that added compliancy to it as well. They have on here a brand new handlebar and stem situation on here as well. This is a giant handlebar with an 8 degrees flare out on here to make it a little bit more comfortable when you're riding the drop, so you're not hitting your wrist in the uppers. And also you have their own giant carbon fiber stem, which looks beautiful. It reminds me of an old school Sprint stem, but the cables are ran in the bar and then they go underneath the stem right there. So they're very easy to adjust. The spacers are breakaway, so if you want to lower your spacers, if you want to, you can. If you want to change out stem lengths, you can. It's all very easy. You do not have to re-bleed your brakes, which is always nice. You can see your splitaways right here. But I think that's a great looking bike. I think that they did a really good job on it. And $12,000 for a flagship endurance bike is really good for a brand like Giant. Giant's always known to be that price point hitting, really industry leading in terms of what they offer for the bicycle. Everyone else out there, Trek, Specialized, Scott, for their endurance road bikes are gonna be around that $13,500, $14,000 road bike market, like the new Pinarello Dogma X, I think. That's like 15, 16 grand. So you're getting a stupid lightweight endurance bicycle that still performs really well and is very comfortable for about 2 grand, 3 grand less than the competition. So very good job by Giant there. And the color wave looks beautiful as well. It doesn't look endurance-y. It doesn't look old manish. We always had this joke around the bicycle industry that used to be, what is the most popular selling, this is a joke in the industry, I don't know if you guys will get it, but what is the most popular selling endurance road bike that you can buy in the market? And it used to be the Pinarello Dogma F with just 80 millimeters or 60 millimeters of spacers on there. Because when people used to get the Pinarello forks, they used to have just stupid amounts of spacer stack on there. Because of the fact that these older gentlemen were getting older, but they still wanted something that was lightweight. They still wanted something that rode nice. And they still wanted something that looked fast. No one wants to be put into a sedan car and be like, hey, this is what you have to ride. No, they want something that still looks good and still rides comfortably. So I think Giant's really going after that market of looking good and riding good as well. But without further ado, let's get into everything this bike has to offer and everything this bicycle comes with as well. So starting off with their handlebar and cockpit system on here, you get their own Giant carbon fiber contact SLR D-fuse handlebar, and this D-fuse just kind of goes around the entire bicycle. You got a D-fuse stem, a D-fuse handlebar, and also a D-fuse Seatpost. This is their newer technology to the bicycle that allows for that more compliance that they're talking about for this bicycle, the Defy. But this is a Giant carbon fiber handlebar with a little bit of ergonomics on the top right here. And like I mentioned before, you have an 8 degrees sweep out or flare out on here to be a little bit more comfortable when in the drops as well. Going to the bar tape on here, it is a Giant bar tape, just their own stuff on there as well. And then for the group set, it's the SRAM Red 12-speed axis, 12 gears in the rear, 2 in the front, wireless electronic shifting and hydraulic disc brakes. You do get included with the bicycle as well an out front Garmin mount and light stand as well that you can add on here to change out if you want Garmin, Wahoo, whatever your computer choice is nowadays, you get that on there as well. For the stem, like I mentioned before, this is their D-Fuse SLR, brand new stem they have to offer. I believe this is a similar stem to what you see on the new Propel, but I like the look of this thing. Very girthy, thick, carbon fiber. It looks really, really nice. I think they did a good job. And then they put a little bit of their own proprietariness with their own specific stem cap on here, kind of flat on top with a round the bottom, but very nice looking stem. This is a 100 millimeter stem, and this looks to be a 42 centimeter bar on here as well. Like I mentioned before, you do have an excess amount of spacers on here, but they are breakaway, so as you get fitted or the more you ride it and maybe you loosen up a little bit and maybe you want to go a little bit lower to get away from some wind or want to get more leverage on the bicycle, you can go ahead and break away these spacers to allow it to be more comfortable on here as well. Going down to the front end, you have the Giant logo, which has that kind of new rebranding to the logo. And then over here, you have their brand new front fork as well with these Cadex 36 hookless wheels in here. Now, Cadex is a gorgeous looking wheel. It's a very lightweight wheel as well. They're very, very nice. They're expensive. They have carbon fiber spokes. They have their own hubs. It's a nice wheel for sure. The only thing I do not like is that it is a hookless wheel. You guys know my passion, my hate for the hookless wheel situation. I wish it just had a hook on there, but it is what it is. This rim in particular, being a 36 millimeter deep dish wheel, is that the inner rim width channel here is 22.4 millimeters, which is pretty wide, but we're starting to see the whole industry go to this 23 millimeter internal width. I got a feeling at some point it's gonna come to a stop or a halt. We're almost going stupid wide on these road bike wheels. At some point, we're trying to make these wheels way too light, and then you're slapping on like a pound or a half-pound tire with a 32C tire on there. It's almost counterintuitive. 21 millimeters is really good for internal rim width, but like the reserve wheels are 23. I think some Bontrager wheels are 23. The Zip 353s are 23s. So we're seeing more and more people go to a wider internal rim width on here. 22.4 on these Cadex hookless wheels right here with the carbon fiber spokes. And these carbon fiber spokes look very similar to a lot of the spokes I show on my channel, like the WINSPACE or whatever it is. So, but yes, these are only tubeless ready. And these tires right here, this comes with a Cadex 700 by 32C tire on here as well. And you have the tubeless ready already done to it. So yes, a 36 millimeter tire on here. Going over to the SRAM Red rotor, it is a center lock ring on here. We have the through axle goes through the front wheel. We have the SRAM Red direct mount disc brake caliper right here as well. Beautiful Giant logo going down the bottom of the frame. And again, this kind of has some D-shaped styles to it as well to give it that aero look to it. It's still, yes, it's enduro, but they want to keep some of those fast aero looks to it as well. Down to the bottom bracket, Giant has always been known for having the BB86 bottom bracket. This is no different. This is a BB86 press fit bottom bracket, and you have in here a SRAM Dub BB in here as well. I'm going with a SRAM Red crank arm on here. So 172.5 SRAM Red crank arm with the press fit BB86. The bottle cages are included with the Giants. Some bicycle companies do give bottle cages, some do not. Going over to the other side, we have here the Defy logo up here, but you can see the nice little curvature on this top tube. Yes, you have some round tubes on here, but also you do have some nice D-shaped tubes on the top as well. Going on over to this side, we have a 172.5 crank arm by SRAM Red. You have a Cork dual-sided power meter for left and right accuracy. The customer has his own Dura-Ace pedals on here. This is almost illegal. If you ride this in 50 states, out of 50 states in the United States, it's illegal. You're shot on sight. No, I'm just kidding. That was harsh. Yeah, just is what it is. SRAM with looks, SRAM with time would be better, but personal preference. Usually endurance bikes always come with a compact chainring. So on here we have a 46 by 33 tooth chainring with a SRAM red chain. Going to the back, we have a massive gear range in the back. Here is a 1036. That might actually be a 1042. Hold on a second. Nope, I'm right, you're wrong. That is a 1036 tooth cassette in there, which has a massive amount of gear range as well, paired with that 4633. That I'm sure this customer will swap that out later on down the road down here in South Florida. And then you have a SRAM red rear derailleur that can go up to a 36 tooth cassette back there. Batteries are changeable from the front to the rear and from the rear to the front, vice versa. You can see you have that. I like that actually. This is a nice piece of little engineering there. The braze-on adapter mounts in between the water bottle holder, which is pretty cool. That's very, very cool looking. Going to the rear wheel, it's the exact same as the front. It is the Cadex 36 hookless wheel set on there again. Carbon fiber wheel, carbon fiber spokes, their own Cadex hubs. Give you guys a little free buy sound test right now. You guys will hear it on the stand in just a second. Again, a 22.4 millimeter internal rim width on there. And I believe this bicycle can take fenders in here. I don't know what these are for here, but I think they can take fenders that go right there. So if anyone knows in the comment section, let me know down below. But again, that's kind of a running trend here for endurance bikes. They're outfitting with whatever you want on there as well. You can see you have a little advanced SL composites technology right there on the inner of the chainstay. Going on over to the other side, we have our through axles right here. SRAM usually has a 160 front, 160 rear rotor system going on all the way. Shimano usually does a 160 front and 140 rear, but SRAM does 160. More than enough disc brake power that you need on there. This tire is a Continental 5000 STR 700 by 32C tire, mainly because of the fact that I think he had issues with the other Cadex tire in there, but personal preference. And then to the seat post as well, which is a proprietary seat post. This is, again, their Defuse SLR brand new carbon fiber seat post, which plays a lot into the compliancy and the comfort for the rider on here. Seat post wedge is right underneath this little piece of rubber. Very flat in the back as well to allow for that D shape in the front for aerodynamics. And then for the saddle on here, a very modern saddle that we pretty much see every company have now. It's a Giant Fleet SLR carbon fiber rail, carbon fiber body saddle. Nice wide cutout for blood flow and nice wide saddle for support for sit bones as well. Good looking saddle. I got a feeling that it's pretty lightweight as well. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this bicycle review. This is the 2024 Giant Defy Advanced SL0 Endurance Road Bike. Retail is $12,000, and this thing is right underneath 17 pounds for an endurance road bike, 32C tires, pedals, cages, Garmin mount, bell, mirror, and yeah, 785 gram frame, 22.4 millimeter internal rim width on here, and it can go up to a 38 millimeter wide tire on there. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys are looking for a very lightweight endurance road bike, this is a great option for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, here comes the free buy sound test on this Cadex 36 millimeter deep dish wheel on this Giant Defy. Here it comes right now. All right, guys, that's gonna do this for video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.